Hello, my fellow modeling and tabletop gaming enthusiasts, and welcome back to the Mediocre Modeler Show. So, if you watched yesterday's episode, we ran through the Axis Army list for Konflikt 47. Well, today is the day. My pre-order arrived. So, we're not going to do like super in-depth. I'm going to have to be just recording all weekend long to get through everything that I've got planned. I'm going to do an unboxing of my order, which was the Riftbuster Mega Bundle. I'm not going to go through all the contents. I will do those separately. But let's go ahead and see what I got for my Riftbuster Mega Bundle. So you'll have to forgive me here. I got it down in front of me. So first off, the complimentary sprues for orders. So not all orders, but you know. So I got bolt action British Airborne. So we'll find something to do with those guys at some point. Stick those up there. Konflikt 47 dice bag. So that's cool. It's actually embroidered, really well padded too. So that's pretty cool. And then of course, as part of the Riftbuster Mega Bundle, obviously with the cost, you got the special reload pre-order diorama. This is just the base. You get the two figures separately. So here is the Stahltruppen, and then the U.S. Firefly. So I'm probably gonna put these together. And then when you bought the book or a bundle that included the book, you got your choice of a figure. So I've got two of the Firefly special figures. So that's pretty cool. So those are actually cast in resin, but all the rest of the Fireflies are plastic, except for the like exclusive ones you get in the boxes. So the next thing, and this is honestly probably the coolest thing. I don't know if this was standard or not. I got a print of some of the artwork, which is really cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to come up with a frame for this. This is awesome. Again, I don't know if this was standard or if this was special inclusion. And then the big rule book. I have actually seen the rules already, but now I've got my hardback rule book. And I'll tell you something really cool about this. So as you guys know, you probably watched my interview with Peter Gosling just a short while ago. I did ask him to sign my book, and he got the rest of the team's signatures as well. So that is just so rad. Like, because I knew he signed it. Because I asked him to, and I told him I was gonna have him sign it at Adepticon anyway. It's one of those things that I like. You know, I've got like my Don't Look Back rule book signed by the guys from Blackside Studios, but I didn't know he was going to get the rest of the signatures. So this is just incredible. And yeah, I mean, it's very well done rule book. So I mean, it's big too. I mean, this is much bigger than the bolt action rule book, like size wise. As you know, it doesn't include any of the army lists because those are all separate. So that's kind of nice. Kind of makes it a little bit thinner. But it's very well done. I think it does. Yeah, it does actually have a little page marker in it too. Yeah, cool. I do kind of like these. If I can get it out of here. So it's got the ribbon to mark your page. Yeah, this is very well done. It's got this nice matte finish to the pages. So, yeah, really cool. So that is just awesome. And I mean, it's just even more special, you know, that my friend would autograph this for me. So this is pretty sweet. So to be honest, when I got this, I it I waited to open it because my wife had a job interview today, so I wanted to hear how her job interview went. So I wanted to hear all about her job interview before I opened up this. But when I opened this, First thing I looked at some of the stuff that was on top, and I looked at the rule book, and I was so overwhelmed with everything that's in here. So I just didn't know what to do. And I had to come back about 15 or 20 minutes later before I finally actually opened everything that's in it. So we'll go ahead and take a look at content. So 2-player starter set. This is chunky. Like, it's probably pretty similar to, yeah, it's probably about the same size as Battle of the Bulge. So this is pretty awesome, and all the contents there. It's heavy. It's cool. There's a lot of good stuff. And then, of course, we've got the United States starter army. So that's where you get more Fireflies, 2 linebackers, plus the Tesla Stuart, which I've got a Stuart built already, so I just really need to paint the turret. And then, of course, you got the decal sheets, and there is a starter army exclusive Firefly platoon commander in there. And then, not finally, but we have the Axis starter army. So this has your Noctilben, your, I think, 3 additional Stahltruppen plus a Stahltruppen character. You've got your Vogelspinner and your Panzer IV-X Walker, which is really cool. We'll definitely take a look at that a little closer in depth. So you know what? Why don't we just let's take a look at the 2-player starter set. So this is, yeah, I mean, it seems like forever ago. Just, you know, the pre-orders went up in July, you know, not quite 3 months ago, and then the announcement back in March, and all of a sudden here it is September, and then finding out, you know, a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, what, you know, that they were planning to do stuff. So again, you can take a look at the back. So you get, I think, 12 Fireflies and a linebacker for the Americans, and you get 6 Stahltruppen, exclusive character for both. So you get an exclusive Stahltruppen commander and an exclusive Firefly commander. You get the Vogelspinner, as well as the Ruin set. There's actually 4 sprues of these. You get the smaller A5 rulebook, as well as decal sheets for both. So we'll go ahead. We'll just do a quick review. So obviously, here's our rulebook. I told my friends I would loan this to them for a while. You know, once we start getting going here, hopefully in the next couple weeks. I got to finish a commission real quick, but it shouldn't take long. Another dice bag. You get a paper playmat, which I don't know if that was even in the description. I haven't even unfolded this yet, so yeah, it's pretty good size. You know, and it's actually double-sided. So I haven't actually looked at this. So I'm kind of peeking around to see what it actually looks like on there. So that's cool. I do have a couple of 3x3 mats already. I mean, I'm planning to start with like 500 points on a 3x3 potentially. So we'll see how that goes. Got the little separator. I do kind of wish they had, you know, like the quick start guide on there, but that's also in the rule book. All right, so then we've got the starter set exclusive platoon commanders, the Stahltruppen and the Firefly, both in one package. I don't think I have anything packed by Becky this time, so I'm a little saddened by that, but okay. Pin markers, so more of these to paint. I've got a little container that barely fits everything that I've got already. I don't know if it's going to have room to, and I just put everything out of I don't know if it's going to have room to fit everything else. I got a lot more order dice that are different than what I've got packed in here. So we've got our pin markers. We've got all of our dice. So we've got our Axis order dice, our American order dice, as well as our Rift dice. So it looks like we've got 4 American Rift dice and 4 Axis Rift dice. Plus you get some regular D6s. So this packed by Alexandra. So thank you, Alexandra. Excuse me. Got some 32 mil bases for our Stahltruppen. So we get 2 frames. I think there's enough to make 3 on each of these, even though you've got, I think, 5 sets of legs. So you get lots of leg options, and I've seen that in a lot of reviews so far. You got a lot of options for legs. So these guys are pretty chunky. So there's that. Then we get the 2 sprues of Fireflies. So again, 6 on each. I think there's actually more legs than that. So there's 6, 8, 9 different sets of legs on here. So, but then 1, 2, 3. There should be more torsos. Why would I only see 3 torsos? Because I'm not. Oh, because some of the bodies have torsos already on them. They're full torsos. So yeah, 6 on each frame. So you get a total of 12 plus the special one, so you get 13. Then we have our Vogelspinner. So I'm gonna have 2 of these now, and then the linebacker. So I'm gonna have 3 of these. Like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Like, that's an entire army nearly. I mean, these things are like 350 points. We'll look that up in a second. We'll look that up in the book. See how much a linebacker is. They're not in the book. It's in the army list. Yeah. Huh. So anyway, I'm going to have 3 linebackers, which is awesome. We got more bases and assembly guides. Again, here's our ruins. So we've got 4 sprues of ruins, and I think these are... Yeah, they're all identical, so a lot of ruins. You could definitely set up some good stuff with these. So that's really cool. You've got your your tokens and your blast markers. Is that what they're called? I can't remember. Templates. Blast templates. It does say bolt action on all of them. It's like, why change it? Again, bases, which I'm going to swap out anyway. I think I might have enough without ordering more. And then, of course, we've got our decal sheets. So you get 2 for each faction. So you've got 1 for vehicles and 1 for infantry for the Axis, and then the Americans. So, yeah, that is so that's what you get in the starter set. Just the 2-player starter set. So now I got to put this all back in here because I'm not sure when I'm going to get a chance to work on this. Hopefully soon. There's so much plastic, and I'm just kind of overwhelmed, to be honest with you. But it's so worth these. I haven't even taken the chance to really like look at the sprues yet, and just the detail on these. Really, really cool. I'm looking at the Stahltruppen right now. I mean, just really, really wonderful kits. I don't know if I'm going to do build. I mean, I'll probably like show you like what I built or how I kitted them out and stuff. I'm really excited for the Fireflies. Just because I think they're really cool. Got some cool options. Get the flying BARs, the flying flamethrower, and all that stuff. I think that's cool. And of course, I've got the Rocketeer to do as my as one of my platoon commanders. And then Hellboy is a Paragon. Heck yeah. That's going to be awesome. I'm actually probably going to take all of my dice, keep these separate. Maybe. Nah, I'll leave them in there. And so then it's always the challenge of getting stuff back into the box. That's always kind of one of the hard parts. I think you go in there as well. Put the little cardboard insert in. Might be upside down. That's okay. Not a big deal. Maybe it is. I don't know. So, get my lid, put it back on. So I like to keep this stuff all nice and tight. You got a nice big box. Yeah, so there's just so much awesome stuff in this bundle. Coincidentally, it is also the single largest one-time gaming purchase I've ever made. So, yeah, there's a lot in there, and it's all really awesome. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be packing the videos in probably the next week. Just extra special content for you guys, and then probably try and get back to the normal routine. So, yeah. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that special look at the Riftbuster Mega Bundle. Yeah, and look forward to new unboxing content coming in the next week. And probably some news this weekend for Open Day, because I get the feeling we're going to get some pretty cool announcements around that. So, yep, as always, check those links down below. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you feel so inclined. Also, check out my buddy my buddy Max at Barefoot Miniatures. He's putting out some great battle reports. Definitely worth checking those out. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, may your paints be thin, your brushes be pointy, and your dice be hot.